Shabbat Shalom from Temple Concord. This week we turn to Noah and the story of the flood. And there are two fascinating human elements that really stick with me. The first is the anger that God has early on. God decides that the whole world is going to be destroyed, and that God is just frustrated. And how many times in each of our own lives have we felt just utter frustration and want to just destroy everything around us, whether it was with a job or with family or whatever. There's a part of us that always just wishes we could hit a do-over button and start all over again. And God attempts to do that. And God gets talked out of doing that entirely and instead saves animals and saves Noah and Noah's family. But how often do each of us have that instinct? And the question is, what do we do with it? How do we deal with that anger? How do we control it? And the truth is, the story doesn't give us a great answer. Because even afterwards, God still flashes anger. God still flashes rage. And it's not like God improves and suddenly becomes a balanced character. And in the immediate aftermath, there's Noah, who goes through this ordeal, this whole thing of God's anger, and comes out in the end and has nothing to do other than get drunk. And the text relates that he gets drunk and he effectively goes on a bender, and one of his sons finds him naked, and the other two sons cover him up, and on and on and on. And Noah is damaged. Noah is harmed. And so one of the things that we learn is that when we get angry and frustrated, it's not just us who are affected. The people around us also are affected. And so when we see God's wrath coming out, we have to recognize that we too can be like God and can have that wrath. And even if God changes his mind and doesn't quite destroy everything, people are still affected. And so too in our own lives. Even if we pull back and try and get on a new course, the scars of the original problem are still there. And we've got to live with them. And we've got to work through them. And so ours is a story as a people of people working through those challenges, of dealing with anger and dealing with difficulty and moving forward. That's a tough hill. That's a big challenge. But it's something that we Jews have embraced for centuries, for millennia. We have understood that ours is an imperfect existence, but that we have the ability to make it more perfect. And in that sense, we look at what God did in Noah, and we look at Noah's reaction, and we say, that could have been us in either instance, and we need to work to make sure that our world won't allow that to happen on either end of it, that we won't allow our anger to get out of control, nor will we allow ourselves to be so overcome that we turn to some other substance or some other unhealthy or nefarious act to deal with the problem. And that's where Judaism can help us, and it's where a community in particular can help us. Noah was all alone. Noah didn't have a Temple Concord to come to. Noah didn't have a place where he could get out his feelings and work through them. For that matter, neither did God. But we do. You and I have a place, and hopefully we can work through all of those things. Services Friday evening will be at 7:30. We have Tat Shabbat services at 6 o'clock for our littlest ones, so if you have little ones, we'd love to have you join us. 7:30 is our regular service, followed by an oneg afterwards. Saturday morning, of course, services at 11, preceded by Torah study at 10 and text study at 9. Saturday late afternoon at 5 o'clock, we have a special Havdalah program for Noah. We have visitors from the zoo, including animals. So we'll learn about the animals that went 2 by 2 with Noah onto the ark. It promises to be a lot of fun. It's a program for all ages. So whether you're young or young at heart, we'd love to have you join us. 5 o'clock at the temple. We have the animals, then we'll have a pizza dinner. It should be a lot of fun. Sunday morning, we have Sunday school and all of the programs going on Sunday. And on Tuesday, it's the election day. Please go out and vote. Go make your voice heard, and together we will make our nation even stronger and even better. For now, look forward to seeing you at the temple. I wish you a Shabbat of working through those demons and recognizing that together we can make our world better, and we don't need to resort to the extremes that God and Noah both exhibited. Shabbat Shalom for now. Look forward to seeing you at the temple.